Hey family, welcome back to poppaprepper. Tommy here. Almost to the weekend, guys. Just hold on to it. 24 more hours, we'll be there. You guys have had a blessed day. Check out and see who's in here with us tonight. Ashley, Joe Morgan, Don Bellman, Jeep Girl, Marine, good to see you guys. Hold on just a second. Homestead Homeboy, KY Survival, good to see you guys. Let's see here. Rosanna Jones, good to see you. Carrie Lunsford, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, Don. Appreciate that. Mame's Legacy, good to see you. CC Collins, good to see you. Thanks for being here. How did the sideshow go? The sideshow. I'm guessing you mean Brownstown, possibly? It's still calm, but there's been all kinds of threats coming in that they're going to catch us when we're least expecting it, or when they're least expecting it, whatever, and they're going to burn our little town to the ground and this and that, threaten themselves to death on the internet, but we'll see. Hey, Nick Stinson, good to see you, brother. Flow Grown Homesteader, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Tamara Reynolds, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Oh, I guarantee you, Joe, there'll be a stink raised. Yes, a stink raised. I promise you that. I mean, it's too nationwide media to not have at least a little bit of something go on. Carolina Family Preppers, good evening. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. You guys, I usually don't brag on myself, okay? I don't do it. But I've got to. Me and RS straight out the gate. Look at these beauties. I'm so proud of us. First time canning. I had to show them. Most of y'all on my Discord seen them, but this is my jar here. I threw some jalapenos, some habanero, some chili peppers in there with the pickle slices. And we also made, and those are dill. Then we made dill spears. And we also made bread and butter, but I didn't bring those in here. Figured 2 jars was enough. So I just wanted to show off right quick. Well, thank you, Mames. I appreciate that. Oh, Bear Wilkie. It's a thing going on here in Brownstown, Indiana. They had a black female inmate that died. After she was already transported to the hospital, she passed away. But now there's all kinds of stuff going down. Said she was stabbed and beat to death and all kinds of stuff. And I mean, she walked to the ambulance after she reported not feeling well. So, but anyway, it's nationwide news. All the big three-letter groups are getting in on it, and they're supposed to make an appearance here. Hey, Skid Kid, good to see you. Is it possible aliens have overtaken my mind, so I might be here or not? I'm a little foggy. Man, it's possible, I suppose. They got you with that little, oh, that's the Men in Black. It's got the little, you're not going to remember thingy. Just look at this little red dot. How's it going, Southern Patriots? There's only one lady that calls me Big Papa, and she don't call me Big Papa, so Hey, Five. Good to see you, brother. Mojo Man, good to see you in here, brother. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. It's just a little county jail. I mean, it's not really prison, but I mean, she got arrested because she led the cops on a high-speed chase over 3 counties after shoplifting up at a big outlet mall, and twice. The first time they had her on camera, but the second time they seen her and caught her doing it, and she took off. Altogether, between 2 trips, $13,000 in merchandise she stole, and led them 3 counties and wrecked her car. So that's how she ended up here. Oh, I know, Mojo Man. I was talking to Southern Patriots. Asked if I do like it when they call me Big Papa, and I said there's only one lady that calls me Big Papa, which would be Mama. Yes, I can't confirm or deny it, Southern Patriot, but I know Mandy couldn't log into her bank this morning like for hours. Um, I don't know what time she finally got on, but it kept saying that there was um, whatever technical difficulties type thing. So I'm guessing some were. I seen it was like 30,000. I think websites were down. As soon as I seen it, because it said Amazon was one of them, so I checked, and Amazon worked fine for me this morning. So I don't know. Hey, Coral, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Stars Prepper, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Somebody said the Frenchman's in here. I didn't see his name, but oh, there he is. Good to see you, man. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Let's see. Next incident. I sent Tommy email. Phone is not working well. I got one from you earlier. I don't have anything right now. Popeye posted a pic on Discord today of my TP stash. I didn't see that. Raining again here. I have given up with my garden. I feel you, brother. Now, it's totally opposite here. It's quit raining here, and it's been hot and very dry. And everything is just, they've gave up. The tomatoes don't know what's going on. My beans already died. Cucumbers and melons are, I mean, they're taking off. They're starting to come into it, but just have to wait and see. It's just a crazy year everywhere. I have started watching that Skid Kid, and you're right. The Netflix show Jericho. If anybody's got Jericho or Netflix, um, that show runs completely parallel with what's going on right now. It's. I mean, there's no such thing as coincidences. Walmart, Kroger, McDonald's, and Costco computers were down in store. Well, there you go. Matthew Kitchens, good to see you. Says ammunition's becoming available. Best to stock up before flu season. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Don't pay attention to us, Frenchman. Not if you're driving, brother. You've called me Big Papa since day one, Mojo, as far as I know. Hey, Lenny, no, good to see you. Let's see. Papa, did you ever get the pics I sent of my garlic dill pickles? Not that I ever seen. Tammy Stiegel, good to see you. Thank you for being here. 5, I did listen to that song. I hadn't emailed you back yet, but I also listened to her tell her testimony. There's a video that was under that. It says 50 years later, she gave her testimony of how she came to Christ and wrote that song and everything. I listened to both of them. It was really good. Thank you. And be home. Good to see you. Dry here, just watered garden. Beans are coming in. Some things just wilted. I feel you. Sherry Leach, good to see you. That's what mine are doing, Coral. I think it's because the plants are just so far gone. They're just staying green. Part of me wants to pick them off and just lay them in the sun and see if they ripen. And part of me just wants to leave them right where they're at and see what happens. We the people prepping, good to see you. Between the rabbits and rain, most of my garden's been wiped out. RSD prepper, good to see you. So I was wondering, me and Mandy was kind of talking about things last night. And, I've got a couple emails and, I've watched some videos about, stuff that's most likely coming, it's pretty inevitable. We're going to get locked down again, They say lockdown, but basically we still do what we want. We was talking about, what's the next things we're going to do to kind of fortify our home, because this will, I mean, unless it's on fire, we're not going to stay here and burn up with it. But as far as making a stand, this would be our final stand. I was talking about the next steps of how further to fortify your home. Hey, prepared for, good to see you. Joe Morgan, they should bring the films are fun. Those are awesome, man. I really liked those. Um, yeah, there was okay. My wife is watching something about the computer attacks, and there was a bunch of banks involved. That's great. Anna W, good to see you. You cannot lock down those that don't comply. I understand, Joe. I was just saying, we know it's coming. Um, Actually, Joe, if you wouldn't mind, well, I don't know. I didn't get too far into the list. I don't know if there's any of those videos that were about fortifying your home or not. It was amazing. I think everybody should watch that just because. Nothing I send you wants to find its way, Papa. Yeah, I don't. Did you send him an email or like? Um, well, it'd have to be email, I guess. I'll go back through and look, but um, I haven't seen anything. Hey, Chris Kaufman, good to see you. I live in rural Oklahoma. I'm a medical worker. CV-19 lockdowns do not really affect me anyway. Yeah, it's the same way here. I mean, we were both deemed, whatever that is, essential. So we came and went as we pleased too. I mean, it wasn't really a hindrance to us, but a lot of people, it was, you know. And I mean, like I said, I'm sure it's coming again. PNC and Capital One are two of the banking services down. Yes, where are the links for those videos, Papa Prayer? Hey, Joe, if you don't mind, man, can you find that playlist again and just put the link to the whole playlist on here? That way people can save it and just watch them as they have time. I mean, they're old. They're very old films, but I mean, that's what makes them is because code anything. They don't, you know, what was we saying the other night? Unicorn farts and something like that. It's just basic, good, knowledgeable, educational videos that really gets the point across. New outbreaks of CV-19. Telling you folks, they've got it out for Texas hard. Texas and Florida. Absolutely, Lenny. You got to stand up. That lockdown we had wasn't so good on me. Not doing it again. We got to fight. I mean, we have to. Like, essential. So it was like, you know, at first we went out, like when it first started, you know, and everybody, including us, was like, I ain't going out there. But it was very quickly, you know, like, yeah, this ain't, no. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. Right, we the people. Yeah, being a truck driver, you's right out there in the thick of it, man. All right. People saying I'm buffering, so I'll quit talking about the jab before they kick me off again. Hey, Karen Miner, good to see you. I thought I read that the next lockdown will be harder. Not everyone will be classified as an essential worker this time. That's what I've read too. I've read it. I've heard it talked about, you know, but honestly, they can't. I mean, it's time to make a stand. It's coming very soon. But yes, I did see that too. And like here, I don't get it. Like liquor stores were allowed to stay open. How is that essential? The only thing I could figure, like, okay, if you're an alcoholic and you don't have a way to get alcohol, that is dangerous. You know, just quit drinking cold turkey. If you're a true alcoholic, that is dangerous. I get that. But you can get liquor from about any drugstore, you know, so I don't know what made the liquor stores so essential. But I'm sure that's one thing that won't be open. There probably won't be any fast food. Like, all that'll be shut down. Like, there won't be an exception, I'm sure. I stayed in 3 months because I am immune suppressed. Oh, I got you. I got you. Hey, that's awesome, Southern Patriots. Congratulations. They did it to keep everyone home, hiding from the designer bioweapon of mass confusion. Yep. Alcohol was essential to keep people drunk enough to lock down with their kids. There's definitely a method to the madness. Everclear is a good prepping item. It's 100% pure grain alcohol. Just don't drink it without the melon. Absolutely. I'll never drink that stuff again. But anyway, we was talking about, um, what else we can do, as in like boarding up the windows, booby traps, stuff like that. Um, and I was just wondering, if you guys like wanted to share ideas like DIY stuff that's cheap, because most people ain't got a lot of money to go out and buy, brand new security cameras and stuff like that. And even if it goes down, unless they're solar, you know, then you might still possibly have them. But I was just wanting everybody, if they had any ideas, just share them and just conversate about all that, kind of DIY, alternative self defense, stuff like that. Hey, Blue Vandal, good to see you. Thank you for being here. How long do you think will be before the lockdown again? This is just my opinion. A couple different people that I've talked to recently seem to think the same thing. Probably around September. So that's like a month and a week away. And that's where I'm feeling it's going to be. I made a range card of known distances and made cover at all corners of the buildings and converted square room to safe room or spare room to safe room. That's awesome, Joe. That is absolutely awesome. Eye hooks, rat traps, and fishing lines are a good batch of supplies to add to the bug out bag for a cheap perimeter alarm. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Tank needs a partner, T. Um, no, we don't. Tank does just fine with the cat. Hey, Jeep, or sorry, not Jeep girl, but Jeep. Just exploring every path. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I'm feeling it will happen in August, about a week into the school year. Now that's possible too. I'd thrown that around by the kids going back to school and all this sudden spike. I see that. They'll give out the funny money, then lock it down. I don't even know if we'll get the funny money yet or before that happens. For home defense method, Tank needs a partner. I got you. Hey, Northern girl, good to see you. I tried to prep quercetin today. I use it for allergies along with Allegra. It's getting hard to find. Everybody go get a good bicycle. You might need it soon. Get some extra tubes as well. I think red states will tell feds to shove it. The usual suspects already going back to Friday flu holes. And that's possible. That's what it could come down to. Um, it could be the onset of something a lot bigger than just them trying to lock us down. Because, I mean, there's too many people that are over it. There's too many people that's not going to comply. Okay, I will say it. Lockdown was hard on my mental well-being. I fought with hubby because I wanted to take out the trash just to get out of the house. I mean, I can't sit here and say I could only imagine how that would have to be. And I know a lot of people suffered mentally, a lot of people, because of all this. The suicide rate, took an incredible jump. I'm sure there's people on more antidepressant meds now than ever before. The deer keeps setting off my motion detectors. My dad usually can't keep a garden up where they live because of the deers. Let's see. Jason in Virginia. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Oh, thank you, Northern Girl. I appreciate it. This house may turn into Alamo if I'm locked down with Dad again. I think a lot of homes will probably become the Alamo. I'm not doing a lockdown again. My mental health suffered so much. Hey, I'm a warrior. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Knocking on doors here in Nevada. Mask mandates back in force. We have lowest vaccine rates, so they have to push out the propaganda. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm the most worried about the damage done to our kids. That kids, grandkids, you know, and there's people, you see women walking around pregnant or, so excited that they're having, and of course, these are the people that don't have a clue of what's going on, you know. I mean, I would not want to bring a child into this situation. Matthew's Kitchen, yeah, no more stimmies. That's all over now. Hope you spin it well. I got a happy wife and a Beretta 9mm. That's awesome. All mine went right back in, most of all mine went right back into the garden and chickens and chicken coop and all that. I didn't waste none of mine. Hey, Jerry Robbins, good to see you. Blue Ridge Mountains checking in. Green Thumb, good to see you, my brother. Lockdown had families and friends separated from me, but Shoppers Drug Mart, I got to know them all by name. Bless your heart, Sherry. Hey, Tech-Tarded Prepper, good to see you. You're always in our prayers, brother. Always. Come August 15th, open carry comes in effect here. That's awesome, 5. Very nice. Dat Galaxy Rapper, my second son was just born yesterday. Well, congratulations, man. I hope I didn't bring you down with what I said a few minutes ago, but I mean, if it happens, right? They're talking about lockdown number 4 here, except the funny part is we've been locked down since March of 2020. That's what I was going to say. When did you guys ever not be locked down? Hey, Combat Bacon 315, good to see you. Evening, y'all. What did I miss? We was just talking about, some when the next lockdown's possibly coming at us and some kind of cheaper DIY type of things to fortify and secure your home. That type of thing. Just kind of an open discussion. That Galaxy Rapper said, "Oh, nah, I'm happy regardless." Absolutely, man. I haven't got to see that yet. I've seen you put it in Discord. I haven't got to watch it yet. Papa, I would like you to think about something and do a stream. I know you work in healthcare. I take care of an elderly parent. Talk about preps for that sometime. All right, Jerry. I mean, I can do that. They're older. Like back when I first started doing this, I got a couple videos about that, but I would absolutely do that again. Absolutely. All right, Tech. We have been out of lockdown since June at Papa. So you guys, I guess, are in two different parts of Canada then. Don't really know my way around up there too much. Oh, I guarantee you, Raptor Ranch. That's not even a question, man. It will be locked down again. Green Thumb is east of you. Okay. I'm doing a solo camp trip this weekend. No tent, no camper, just a tarp and sleeping bag. Man, that's awesome. That is awesome. Coral, no one should ever obey any unjust order. The man's right. He's absolutely right. I don't know how they haven't brought mandates back here yet. I just do home health care, but I have a friend and she does. Um, she's in and out of the hospital all the time, and she said that our county is back up in the orange. So I'm not sure how they haven't or why they haven't, mandated all that crap again, but it's coming. Nobody ever did get back to me. Where'd I go? Nobody ever get back to me about time, location. I tried my darndest. Oh, okay, gotcha. Talking to Sherry. Papa Prepper, pick us a tune on that guitar. Nope. Papa don't sing and play live. Papa, I will leave lockdown to spend Christmas with twins. Did so last year with their brother. Well, I mean, um, not that that's not important, but I mean, it wouldn't take that for me. Just I'm gonna leave the house. Period. I guess is what I'm trying to say. I ain't gonna have to have a special occasion. At 29 forever, my days of sleeping on the ground is over. I feel you, man. I'm only 42, and if I sleep on the ground, it's rough. I mean, if I have to, it is what it is, but whew, it's rough. I can't hardly walk the rest of the day. You guys are younger than me, but I have wisdom on you. I don't doubt that a bit, Raptor. I'm all for all the wisdom I can gather, though. If you want to throw any on us, I'll gladly take it in. A water system test was a fail. Need a different pump that is a high lift pump. The piping in place. Well, that's awesome, Marine. Setbacks. Yeah, that's what I said. Always going to be setbacks, brother, is what I was trying to say. Matthew, Ontario is the joke of the world currently. I don't know, man. The United States is giving you a run for their money as far as that joke thing goes. Some of us youngins appreciate that wisdom. We were taught to sit down and shut up when the elder speaks. Absolutely, Southern Patriot. And amen. That is absolute. And I can listen. I can sit and listen to old folk talk for days. I love it. Love it. There's so much wisdom if you just shut up and listen. Good try, Jerry. They know I ain't gonna do it. Yeah, oh, yeah, Bedford. They're wanting to put their masks back on. Papa Prepper, remind me to tell you about the mobile cover projects after the live. Don't want to forget. Mobile cover projects. All right. Is Loretta in here? By any chance? True American Loretta? I don't think she's in here yet. I spent 30 years in the Marine Corps on offense. I ain't going anywhere. It's total defense for me at my compound. Amen, Skid Kid. That's what we've decided. You know, I mean, I've never been in the service, none of that. And thank you for your service. But we've decided, you know what? We fought way too hard, went through way too much for way too long to just give up our home and run off somewhere else to possibly, most likely, face the same outcome, whatever that may be. So we're going to make our stand right here. Oregon, Canada, I think California's on fire too. It's and all the flooding, man. I'm telling you, y'all, God ain't happy. The flooding in everywhere, Turkey, China, Germany, just the sorry, I was reading. The numbers just keep piling up. The bodies keep piling up. It's awful everywhere. Well, the reason I was asking about Loretta is she was asking about the book that Mame sent me, and I couldn't remember the exact name of it because I didn't have it in front of me. So I was going to relay that on to her, but she's not here. So, Prepper Book Club, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Homestead Oss, good to see you. I really liked you on Gray Man the other night. That was a really good live stream. Hey, there's Loretta. It is. called The Handbook of Alternatives to Chemical Medicine. And I haven't got into it yet. I've just kind of thumbed through it. And this book covers everything from cancer to your eyes, heart and circulatory system, uh, skin, liver and spleen. I mean, it's an awesome little book. I love it. Let's see here. I guess so. You're in here. Let's see. Flooding in Turkey, China, Italy, Poland, and India so far. Yeah, man, it's just biblical. There's no other word for it. Angie Morris, good to see you. Joe Morgan, I tell you. Matthew 24 is coming true. Absolutely, 5. Absolutely. I know it's not Sunday, but I would almost read you Matthew 24 because it is just, man. Sherry, the town's been quiet. Nobody's shown up yet. Of course, there's threats all over the internet that they're going to show up and burn the town down and this and that. And I'm sure they will. I mean, I don't know about burning the town down, but they're wanting to come in and catch us off guard, they said. So it might be a lively weekend. Green Thumb, you ought to get you a crossbow, man. You won't regret it. Riddle me this. Why do they declare war on narcotics yet say stick out your arm for the ouchie? Kind of confusing, huh? Right? Absolutely. Prepper Book Club. Who? What? Burning what? Um, long story short, there was a black lady incarcerated in our county jail. She reported not feeling well. They transported her via ambulance to the hospital. She died at the hospital. And now every 3-letter organization you can think of is threatening to rain down hell on our little hometown of Brownstown, Indiana. She was the only black lady in the jail. Supposedly they were threatening her life and this and that. And it's all kinds of lies are already flying all over the internet. She was stabbed. She was beat to death, this and that. And, you know, so they were supposed to have been here yesterday morning, but nobody showed up. And now they're saying on the internet they're going to catch us off guard and burn our town to the ground. So we'll see. Yep. And every time I talk about it, it starts buffering. If everyone can simply act like their grandmother is next to them and mind their manners, that would be great. People crack me up. Yeah, I'm hoping. I mean, praying that they're just blowing steam. But and I forgot to mention that this story about the lady is nationwide. It's like all over the news everywhere from New York to wherever. I mean, it's nationwide. It's getting all kinds of coverage. So they're wanting to give you surprise target practice, right? Look at what North Idaho did when the soy soldiers came to pay a visit. Might help you guys. Key thing is armed display of power on every corner. Oh, I don't think that'll be an issue, man. I'm telling you, these boys, men, guys, dudes around here, they ain't gonna be pushed. I can almost guarantee you that. My rabbits aren't running the wheel generator fast enough. Oh, Mames. Oh, I would love to have a Hellcat. That is a sweet looking firearm. Can I show the book again? Yes, ma'am. The Handbook of Alternatives to Chemical Medicine by Mildred Jackson, ND. Antifa don't like organized armed opposition. No, they do not. Hey, 2A guy, good to see you. You haven't missed much, man. We're just talking about when the next lockdown might be coming and um, some cheap ways to fortify your home. If that's where you're going to make your stand at. We've had some bug out equipment suggestions. Our southern, I got to quit reading while I'm talking. Our current situation around Brownstown with the BLM and whoever threatening to come over here, and you know, typical day. The Hello Kitty like memes. The Hello, the Kello, what? The Hello Kitty like memes taking about is in my top picks for a subcompact. If I could afford it, nothing but good, I hear. Man, I think you need to retype that. I think you're talking about her Hellcat. And that is, oh, they're hot. I would love to have one. Prayer request, Papa, for Damon. He has pancreatitis, NPO for now, maybe or maybe not. Soft items tomorrow. This man is for sure junk food junkie, and don't help him none. Absolutely, RSD. Damon is her husband, and he was told he had pancreatitis today, so he can't eat today or most of the day tomorrow. So if you guys could definitely keep him in your prayers. He don't do very well with not eating. I don't know how the man's not 400 pounds. But DIY spike strip, the water hose, and 16 penny nails. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I mean, and you don't even have to. I mean, you can go around, you know, whatever, and find garden hose laying everywhere. I mean, Lucille, absolutely. Um, the baseball bat with the big spike nails, baseball bat with barbed wire. Um, I mean, you're just, I don't know if you guys seen the thumbnail art, but you're going to possibly have to be ready to be creative. Um, I mean, anything could has the possibilities of becoming a self defense item. I mean, honestly. Hey, Rip Curl, good to see you. The Hellcat is great, but having both, I will say the SIG P360, the SIG P365 and 365 XL is a little better in all ways. Well, thank you very much, Rip. I can't afford either, so Papa. Guess I missed it. What do you do with the hose? The You take the garden hose and you slice it long ways, and you flip it over to where it's inside out. Take the 16 penny nails, just anything. I mean, 16 penny, but you can use anything like, that to, you just want to make it to where you can kind of conceal it. But you drive those nails through it about yay far apart, and you've got spike strips. DIY, cheap, homemade spike strips. Put them under your windows, where and just kind of maybe throw some grass clippings or leaves, whatever, kind of over them, kind of camouflage them in. And people trying to creep up to your windows and whatnot, they're not going to like that. But it's a very good, cheap, means of home protection. Free American, good to see you. D9 from the great state of Texas. Good to see you. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. Everything is a weapon. I am an autism mom. My son constantly tried to self harm, and he used things I never would have thought of. Use your imagination, and anything is possible. That's all absolutely right. Oh, that's a good one, too, We the People. Um, the nails through roof shingles. That's a good one, too, because, yeah, just the area and it stays flat. That's a very good one. Yeah, memes. I know they're very expensive. I'll never have one. Okay. Or you can leave the hose together. I guess you could do it either way. Thank you, KY. You're very welcome, Loretta. Let's see. Da, 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 da. I have a pile of rocks for ammo. No, I'm just sticking it to the man. Steel is not bulletproof. I'll keep my Beretta. If I must melee, I have a cavalry saber. That's awesome. No, I mean there's no best thing to a firearm. I mean, absolutely not. But if you're caught in a situation or somebody just I've talked about before, like some people just can't afford a firearm, or or just absolutely can't have one. You never know what kind of circumstance you're going to run into. My windows and doors are protected by PPP, Pit Protection Plan. You can come in, but you're not getting out. All right, Sean, I appreciate you being here, man. God bless you and yours, and be safe up there, man. can also weld the nails together to make spikes. Absolutely. Man, if you have access to a welder and like scrap iron and, like a torch, and man, you can make some just ungodly medieval type of uh, weaponry. I mean, it's just like the big saw blades on the end of a bat, and uh, you can make like the big battle axes and stuff out of the sprocket on a bicycle. I mean, I've seen all kinds of that stuff. I just don't have the means to make any of it. Absolutely 5. It's a sharp double-edged sword. Let's see. .50 cal with depleted uranium rounds for armored vehicles that come to my hood. Sorry, man, I couldn't even say that without giggling. I would like to shoot that. Hey, Prepping and Pisgah, good to see you. Roaming Prepper, good to see you. Howdy, y'all. I'm headed to a night out, but wanted to say hello to y'all. Well, I'm glad you stopped by, man. Have fun tonight. God bless you guys and be safe. Improvised welders can be made from daisy chaining batteries, too. I did not realize that. I ain't wanting to go Mad Max so much, We the People, but I guarantee you if I had the means, I sure would if I had to. I absolutely would. Absolutely. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Some of that stuff looks fun to make and even more fun to use. Oh, yeah, I shouldn't say that, but you know what I mean. I wouldn't get pleasure out of using anything like that on anybody. Let me clarify. I have a welder, cutting torches, and plenty of scrap metal around my place. See, man, gosh, the possibilities are endless. Look up the TR-50 cal for defense without taking a life. TR-50 cal. I'll have to try to remember that. Papa, it makes huge holes in old bulldozers. That's awesome. The tractor starter, generator, and jumper cables you can weld with coat hangers. That's some good information to know. A tractor starter, generator, and jumper cables you can weld with the coat hangers. That's awesome. Prepping and Pisgah. Papa, did you hear the David Chipman said that the Patriots are Tiger Kings in disguise, and that if we were to rise up, we would be putting our families in danger? Yep, I did see that. I absolutely did. I think they're scared of us. I think they are absolutely scared of us. A potato gun? You don't need no potato gun. I do like blowing stuff up, Mames. I absolutely do. Get real, people. You may get a few, but they will be back. And then that's the truth. I mean, it is the absolute truth. There you go, Joe. Post away. I turned the notifications off. Or not. Don't forget fireworks versus defense items also. Absolutely. They are scared of us. We are God's people, and they are Satan's people. That's what they're scared of. Hey, Widgets World, good to see you. Thank you for being here. If they're not scared of us, they're dumber than they look, and that's pretty damn dumb. I think everyone should have less lethal options at home and carry. I always carry a tiny taser and pepper spray, and sometimes ASP at home and in rigs. I also have a shotgun with rubber rounds. Yeah, I have non lethal as well, and that's absolutely true. Absolutely, because you're not going to want to take a life every time not every confrontation is going to call for that. Mortar fireworks with ball bearings glued to them make great defense. Satan is stupid but organized. That's absolutely right. Absolutely, I've been saying that for months, man. He's organized and he's running a strong game. 2A, what happened to the stream? I'm still here as far as I don't think I've been kicked off. Hey, Radioactive Prepper, good to see you, man. Hold on just a minute, guys. I'm going to try to quieten this Discord up a little bit. Or quieten it down, I should say. I thought I silenced it, but it just keeps on going. Okay, just a second here. There we go. That should have shut it off. The equipment I need to tap my maple trees next spring arrived today. That's awesome. A punch to the teeth would work. You can use rock salt and old single shot. Yep. Absolutely. I don't know how Discord's still going off. Need some prayer, y'all. Sciatica or something in my lower right leg. I haven't had pain like this in years. Absolutely, Jim. Be praying for you, man. I know how that sciatica stuff works. bro. It is agonizing. Marine says, heck with the rock salt, hit him with the real stuff, combat. I mean, if it comes down to it, absolutely. And like Joe said, if they're breaking into your home, they have every intention of harming you or killing you. And they're going to take everything you have. In that situation, absolutely. I apologize about that 2A guy. I don't know what would have happened. I have a length of rebar with leather wrapped around. I'm little where I can strike. It would hurt a man. Oh, absolutely, Sherry. Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. People are just going to have to be ready to be creative. It's limitless. The things you can make a weapon out of. If you have 5,000 rounds, they have 10,000. You may hurt their feelings, but if you're a person of interest to your history, and that's absolutely right, Five. I mean, like, if it's anything more than a small group of marauders, say if it is federal, whatever, and they're coming, and I mean, I'm not saying I would just lay it down and, I couldn't just lay down and let them take my family, or whatever they're going to want to do to my family. I would probably, well, I know I would go down in a pile of brass. I'm just keeping it real. Hutch, good to see you, my friend. Axe handle, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, we the people, thank you for being here, brother. God bless you and yours. We'll be praying for you, man. Be safe out there. Hey, Ark Nanny, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appalachian Prep PIA. It's almost said prepper. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Depends on jurisdiction. You and I personally believe if you are afraid for your life, less lethal goes out the door. Practice 2 in the chest, 1 in the head. Oh, absolutely. I mean, if they're coming in with every intent of taking, either harming my girls or worse, um, there's a lot more things worse than death. And you know where I'm going with that. And before I would ever just let that happen, you best believe I will go down in a pile of brass. And I know that sounds cliche, and that's what everybody says, but I mean, absolutely. I'm you know, not giving in. For melee, I will do dual wield steel chainsaws. Absolutely. Not 100% is actually sciatica. I have kidney disease, which leads to swelling in my legs, ankles, and feet. May be related to that, but it's confined to my right leg between my knee and ankle. Mm, sorry about that, Jim. They can smelt my brass from my urn. Absolutely, Mames. Absolutely. I think most of us would to protect our families. It is hard to believe we're even having this decision right now in 2021. How did we even get here? Honestly, by complying for so long with every other little thing that they've just fed us over the years and we went with blindly and sheepishly. And by the time we realized what was happening, this is where we're at. Not that we all just woke up. That's not what I mean. I mean, um, but that's how we got here. Our Father calls for some of us to die in the end days. I'd rather go down fighting evil than giving up. They're going to kill you anyways. Absolutely, brother. That's where I'm at. Absolutely. Let's see. I get it. As a nation, no one would stand up. Absolutely. That's what I was saying. Complacency is compliance. Now it is too late to take a 1776 stand. I don't think it's too late to make that stand. I mean, it's absolutely not too late to make that stand, but I mean, that's just it. It would be, in my eyes, my opinion, it would be a stand, but we would be slaughtered. Absolutely slaughtered. And I'm not, not saying that things couldn't come to that, that scenario, but we know how that story would end. Of course, I'm buffering. Hey, Kim's Farm Life, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Didn't know you were live. Hello, everyone, from my Wisconsin farm. That happens a lot to me. It seems a lot of people, my notifications just don't come through. Blaze of glory. Absolutely, Marine. Absolutely, fight, fight, fight. And it's never too late. That's what they want us to do. Right? Oh, they would love nothing more. Southern Patriot, Papa Prepper. I disagree when you actually add up the numbers. And I don't know because, I mean, we're out. If they used all their military, I mean, we're completely out. I mean, we would have, we'll have to agree to disagree on that one because I don't see how we could possibly make a stand, and actually come out on top with the advantages they have on weaponry and everything. I'll be in trouble in my area. I'm just one person, so my method would be hit them quick and then disappear. Those who make peaceful revolution impossible make violent revolution imperative. Absolutely true. You have to wait to get out of their tanks. They have to poop sometimes. That is true, I suppose. Now, that is true. I don't see them being able to turn the entire military. You know, um, that would all depend. I mean, because I've said that for a while. I cannot see the entire United States military turning on its own country and doing that to its own citizens. I don't think we would be slaughtered. We would have losses, of course, but so would they. I think Hutch's favorite animal is the gorilla. I get you. Our choice to vax, however, will not answer door if they come knocking mask mandates again. Yeah, that's all coming around again. We're going to be locked down. I would say no. Some folks said August. I think definitely no later than mid September. I think we'll actually be lucky if we make it that long for whoever wants to comply with it. The old timers we got here are the ones that invented those weapons. I didn't call y'all old. He did. But no, I know what you mean, Barry. Hey, cat lady, good to see you. Trust me, you get hit with Russell or plastic slugs or buckshot, you will think you're shot. Used with pepper spray and taser, you can easily detain an intruder or three. I don't doubt that a bit. Very good point, Hutch. The British also thought they would slaughter us. Absolutely. Hey, six shooter, good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in here in a while. I know you've been busy though. I don't comment a lot, but I do follow and been putting in the work, man. Better go ahead and start stocking in toilet paper before the Karens come back hardcore. The air handling me in my state are the highest because of low numbers. Wall Street will crash around September. Hey, VWO8, good to see you. We are going to be locked down again. This is crazy. Blows people follow these people who repeatedly lie to us. Absolutely. And it's to the point now they don't even it don't matter. It does not matter at all how transparent it is. You know, like look back on the election, they pulled off. I mean, look what they pulled off. We all know how that went. That's not a big secret. And I think it's just getting to do. I mean, they got away with everything, so now it's just like whatever. We do what we want, and that's exactly they're absolutely going to do whatever they want. They're proving it every day. Every day. There are other preps. Today I made apps for teeth cleaning, eye exams, made 3-month check for meds and certain checkups. Do this before lockdown. Absolutely, guys. 5 is absolutely right. You know, uh, there is a lot more to being ready for this than just your food and your water, your boomsticks, your seeds. You want to make sure you're, and I some of this I hate getting into because obviously I'm not in the best shape in the world. Um, but aside from my back and my blood pressure, I'm as healthy as a horse. you know. Um, but when it comes down to the things that you can do something about quickly, like your, like Five just said, your teeth cleanings, your eye exams, um, if you can get your meds 3 months ahead, and a 3 month supply, and if you are lady, get your lady exams done. If you're a man, get your man exams done. You know what I'm talking about? Stuff like that. You definitely want to be up on before it all goes south. Hey, Chris Pyatt, good to see you. Sorry I'm tardy to the party. I hope y'all are doing well this evening. We are doing great, Chris. I hope you're doing the same. Superior firepower doesn't mean they or you will win. The USA has had that proven to us many times. Also, there are many countries taken back by citizens with sticks and stones. That is true. Just picked a wheelbarrow full of corn today. That's awesome. Me and RSD, she's in here, my mother-in-law. Our first time, well, she's canned before, but my first time ever canning. Canned dill pickle spears, and this here is the hot and spicy. I've got some habanero and jalapeno, chili peppers. I think that's it. And pickle slices. Canned for the first time yesterday. The day before yesterday? Yeah, the last 2 days. So we put away 12 quarts of pickles. Pretty proud of that. But when it comes down to it, guys, I'm all about standing up for us and my family. I'm in it to fight. I'll do whatever, duty calls, regardless of whether we win, we lose. If it comes down to it, I'm there. You know, Appalachian. But the thing is, they have chemicals and biologics that will take many down without ever putting one foot or one boot on the ground. People forget that. Um, I don't think people forget that, but in order for them to do that to some of us, they'd have to do that to all of us. And I don't think they're so much concerned about getting the people that they've already, for lack of better terms, brainwashed. You know what I mean? Um, so I really, really don't think they, just coming, for us, patriots, the true, red, white, and blue Americans, I don't think they would use chemical. I mean, I know they did with this CV, okay? But that was controlled, very well controlled. And I don't see, I mean, obviously, chemicals and whatnot would, I don't know if they could get to us with those because, I mean, obviously, we're not just going to line up and take it like they wanted us to. And, but I see what you're saying. I mean, it's, it's plausible. But I really don't think they would use chemicals on us. Hey, Zane, good to see you. Thank you for being here. He said duty. Yes, I said duty. Yeah, there's always one in every crowd because I thought it as soon as I said it. It's like I said duty. Picked corn, green beans, and cabbage, and ton more of cucumbers. Sick of seeing cucumbers. Yep, I'll have to pick cucumbers again Saturday probably. Um, a man only needs so many pickles, and like I did 12 quarts yesterday. That's that's well over probably 2 years worth of pickles for us. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of them, but I do like. Have you guys ever had or made? This is totally off topic, but I used to work with a little old lady. Every summer, she would make me cucumber summer salsa, and that's exactly what it is. It's like cucumbers, tomatoes, onions, but it's not like in the vinegar, like I posted on Discord today. It's some kind of other seasonings and stuff, and I was trying to find it online, and I can't find it. And I don't work with the lady anymore, and I haven't had it in a couple years. But I was wondering if anybody had a recipe for that. Oh, I'm going to try to make some relish. You guys got to remember, I'm new to this. The pick. I am hyper proud of these pickles. So you talk about make some relish. Well, okay. Have you ever seen the episode of Andy Griffith about Aunt Bee's pickles? I don't think so. We picked 2 cucumbers and 1 zucchini. Karen, I think my zucchinis are they're way behind. They're just now taking off. I don't know what happened there, but they're looking really healthy. So I might actually end up with some decent zucchinis, which I love fried zucchini. Oh my gosh. Whew. And the buffering starts. Buffering. Yep, buffering again. We're just talking about pickles. Got my first tomatoes today. That's awesome, Kim. I about gave up on my tomatoes. Depressing to even think about. I like cucumber sliced in vinegar with some peppers in it too. I like I made a big bowl of it today. It's cucumbers, onions, and then the little grape tomatoes sliced long ways. Put all that in vinegar and let it sit in the fridge all day. It's one of my summer favorites. Aunt Bee makes a ton of kosher pickles for Mayberry Festival, and Andy and Barney have to eat all the leftovers. It's one of the best episodes ever. I'll have to see if I can find that. Yep, I think the heat's got the majority of us, cat lady. Because what was happening here a lot is it would rain like half a day, and I'm talking pouring rain. And then the rest of the day, the sun would come out and it'd shoot up to 95 degrees and just bake the plants. Papa, that corn you sent, I made it for supper tonight. That's awesome. That's great. Flow grown homesteader, you are the second person to tell me that. I'm going to seek the Lord on that. It may be something I missed. I missed something. Oh yeah, an audiobook. Yes, she most certainly could. Absolutely, she's got the perfect voice for it. Her voice is very calming and soothing. Technically, being a patriot predates the Constitution, so a patriot and a constitutionalist aren't necessarily the same thing. Hutch is absolutely right. Hutch knows his history. Absolutely. I'm hand stitching quilts right now, making kids and grandkids weighted quilts. That's awesome. Was you able to make you some, Loretta? I know you asked how I made it. It's really simple. I had fresh cut tomatoes and zucchini with olive oil, garlic, salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, and Parm cheese roasted in the oven. So good. Man, that does sound good. Well, I'm glad that corn turned out agriculture in Seymour. I don't know if you guys have Premier Ag down there, but if you ever want it again, if there ever is an again, that's where it came from. You're most certainly welcome, Jennifer. I appreciate the time you take to do all those videos and and the editing, and I know it's time consuming and you do a great job, and your voice is like almost, I guess you'd say, pitch perfect for Bible reading. It's just really easy to listen to. Seriously. You should definitely give it some thought. My garden blooms, but I don't have any honeybees, and I believe they're not getting pollinated. Five, go over to Green Thumb Prepper's channel, and he'll show you how to self pollinate. Man, it's really easy. I know how to do it, but I'm not like sure how to sit here and explain how to do it. But Green Thumb will definitely, his videos will help you out with that, or just email him. I mean, Sean's really easygoing. He'll answer you. He'll help you out all he can, man. But yeah, you definitely probably need to be self-pollinating. I think that's a lot of the trouble people have around here. We have the honeybees aren't what they used to be here. I mean, we used to, like, literally you couldn't walk through the yard without stepping on them. The little white clover flowers, and they'd be just, you could almost hear them humming across the yard. And now there's hardly any. All right, Hutch, thank you for being here, brother. I appreciate you, man. All that you do. God bless you guys, and stay safe, man. I don't know either, Jennifer. I mean, what night was it? Sunday? Not no. Whatever night I went live this week, 2 nights ago, I showed a firearm. I handled a firearm. And they ended up booting me out and shutting me down, and they might just still be messing with me. I don't know. Northern girl, use my finger to pollinate, or a Q-tip. Absolutely. Hey, today I found 5 dead birds. Look like they just fell from nowhere. I have read that that's been happening a lot. And they say if that's happening around your home, make sure you have no bird feeders hanging out, because apparently it's something that they can carry away or bring in to other birds. Just a little heads up. I was going to say that too, Jerry. A little bitty, small type artist paintbrush would work very well too for the pollinating. Yeah, I remember walking barefooted and stepping on honeybees. Yep. I remember one time I stepped on a bumblebee, man, right between my big toe and my second toe. Man, I couldn't have been probably 6 or 7 years old, and I remember that like it was yesterday. Yeah, toothpaste on a bee sting, no sting. After a bit, it works. Raw onions work too. If you get stung real bad, just cut an onion in half and rub that raw onion the flat side where it's real juicy and wet. Rub it on your sting. It'll take that sting right out of there. Yeah, I seen that, Jim. Sorry, man. I still call you Jim, not radioactive prepper. I know you as Jim. Yeah, I seen. He's back now. I want to learn to keep bees. See, Jerry, I would too, man. I would love it. But both of my girls, which honeybees don't bother people, they don't. But I think it's just the thought of them being a whole hive of bees around the house because they're both highly allergic to bees. Um, so I understand them not being comfortable with them being here. So I'll probably never get to do that unless we end up, you know, later on down the road moving somewhere and we have some acreage where I can keep them, you know, out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. But yeah, I would love to get into beekeeping. Vicks Rub works on a bee sting. I didn't know that. Has anyone ever found a good use for those spiky gum balls that fall from sweet gum trees? Um, I didn't know sweet gum trees had them, but we have sycamore trees, and I know they're loaded with them spike balls about that big around. I tell you what, those and pine cones, man, they burn fast and burn hot. So I mean, they could possibly be used, you know, to get a good fire going. Didn't know about the bird feeder. Thanks, Papa. I feed multiple cardinal families here. Yeah, I forget, and it wasn't like a underground type hush hush thing. It was like a real story. There's been a lot of birds just dying, and they're not completely sure why, but they're suggesting or advising to remove the bird feeders. If you're finding dead birds, definitely get the bird feeders down because they can carry it out to the other birds. And that's awesome. Cardinals are my favorite. I love cardinals. They say every time you see a cardinal, it's an angel. And my mama, she was obsessed with cardinals. She's obsessed with birds, but cardinal was her favorite. So every time I see one, I like to think it's her, just checking in on me. Hey, diabetic prepper, good to see you, brother. Sweet gumballs would be hurt with a slingshot. You know what else would hurt out of a slingshot? Buckeyes. My gosh, if you have Buckeyes laying around, man, you could probably about end somebody with one in a slingshot. I have a pair of cardinals nesting just outside my yard. That's awesome. Absolutely, cat lady. That's what I've always heard. If you see a cardinal, it's an angel. Birds breathe through their whole bodies and they are very sensitive to chemicals. Maybe something to do with that grease fire. Man, it could be. I don't know. Everything hurts out of a slingshot. Absolutely. I'm sorry I had to leave for a bit. My daughter came by for a visit. Well, that's awesome. Hope you had a good visit. Green walnuts hurt too. Trust me. Sorry, guys, if I look weird. My eyes are drying out real bad. Not the Buckeyes. I use, they never make it to the slingshot. I'm not talking about the chocolate covered peanut butter balls RSD. I'm talking about true from a tree Buckeyes. Crab apples out of a slingshot. Absolutely, man. Cardinals are state bird too, Marine. I'm just guessing. I'm not a scientist. Otherwise, I'd be telling you to hide inside for 14 days. And you know, I've been thinking about something you guys are, asked about what to do with this and what to do with that. I've been thinking, okay, not that I would probably be able to market them or anything, but I was seriously contemplating. I was entertaining this idea. You see these? These are my nicotine pouches. They're just like a chew can. Okay, you just open them. That's the powder that's leaked out. But anyway, it's just like a chew can. And in the top, there's this little compartment to where, like, if you're in public and you need to get rid of it, you just put it in there and put it in the trash later. What I'm thinking is these little dudes right here could make an excellent little kind of emergency type. You could have, like, say 50 feet of fishing line, a couple hooks, um, some kind of fat wood or some kind of tinder in here, a small compass. You could fit a lot of stuff that you could use in an emergency in this little bitty can. And then up top, I don't know, what you could put in there, but whatever. And I was thinking about trying to make some out of these little things and maybe just like giving them away. I mean, just a little. Jerry, come on now. I mean, yeah, I guess you could, um, but I was thinking about making like little bitty emergency survival kits, like to at least you catch some fish or start a fire and stuff like that, and just kind of giving them away. Sewing supplies, needle. Yeah, you can put all kinds of little things in here. I mean, you can make an awesome little emergency kit out of these. And I mean, I have plenty. There's still probably empty chew cans from where I used to chew in the back of my truck. I mean, I was just thinking about it. I think it'd be cool to make little kits and give them away. Drill a hole in it on the side for a homemade fishing set and reel, maybe. That's possible. What's up, baby girl? I can hear you. That's a P.O. box. Why? Wait, hey, come here. Okay. Fire starter, cotton. Hi. Hold on a second. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. Uh, where was I here? Fire starter cotton pad fits perfect in those chew tins too. Sewing supplies and needles. Your dip can works well, packed with BBs and gunpowder. Altoid tin used the same way. Absolutely, Lenny. I just know I have a, not that I have a bunch of these laying around, but I mean, I have at least one every 2 days. And if I just started keeping them, I thought it'd be kind of cool just to make the little, you know, emergency kits out of them. Maybe just send them to random people. Tactical joint holder. Look up Dave Canterbury's channel. He's got a small handheld bow and shoots time. I think I've seen that. I think that I've seen that. The closer we get to the cross, the less friends we'll have. Just look at Jesus. When he was feeding people, he had thousands. By the time he got to the cross, only one was there. That's absolutely right, Jennifer. What am I in trouble for? Oh, no, she was just telling me about something. No trouble here. You mean YouTube is being unfair to conservatives? That's weird. Yeah, all right. All right. I'll see what I can come up with, cat lady. Buy Dave Canterbury's books. They're golden. Okay. But anyway, Tank gives Nana mooches when I see him. It's so precious on the side of my face. I just love him. Grammy's house. Papa, what is your link on Discord? Um, hey, Joe, could you possibly, or Loretta or Maines, please put up a link for Discord, please? Thank you very much, ladies. Appreciate it. Grabbed another 100 pounds of dog food today. That's another thing, you guys. Thank you for saying that, Carrie. I was going to mention that this evening with us looking at another lockdown and stuff. And, and it's not just us complying, and staying home, don't go outside. It's not just that. The stuff they're going to shut down. That's where I'm concerned with lockdowns. So you want to make sure that your pets are taken care of too. I mean, it's hard enough to secure enough food and water for yourself, let alone having to, say a month into a 3-month lockdown, you're out of dog food or you're out of cat food or, you definitely want to make sure your pets are taken care of. Um, and for all of y'all that want to come over to Discord, we're usually in there. Well, I'm in there when I can be throughout the day. I'll check it out every so often, but there's usually almost always people in there chatting, and there's different channels under my server. I mean, there's a well, basically they're just chat rooms. I don't know why they're called channels, but like I've got one on there for prayer requests. I've got one for um, basic info. I got one called Captain's Quarters, and that's Joe Morgan runs that room. It's all about guns. Um, there's just like little rooms like gardening, canning, and recipes. There's just there's stuff in there for everybody. And if you're just in the Papa's Pack room, it gets kind of ornery in there at times. I'll warn you straight up. Everybody's awesome, but it gets a little ornery. Let's see. Gonna step out for a bit. I need a nap. Y'all have a good one. All right, diabetic prepper. God bless you and yours, man. Thank you for being here and be safe. Welcome back, Loretta. Good idea. Combat bag. You can use the dip cans to store sugar, salt, coffee, tea, pepper. Absolutely. Now, see, I hadn't even thought about that. That would be a good idea, man. Absolutely. See, that's what I love about this community, man. We got each other's backs, whether it be with, just for support and encouragement or bouncing ideas off each other. I mean, I love coming together with you guys. CBD might be reaching a shortage. I know I'm having trouble getting the kind I normally use. A lot of folks rely heavily on CBD. Nah, it ain't just you, Joe. It ain't just you. Prep tuna for the cats, trespassers for the dogs. Amen, Marine. Did Five Virgins leave us? I didn't see him duck out. He usually tells us he's leaving. I have tons of tuna and canned chicken. Yeah, like Five said earlier, about the doctor's appointments, the checkups, stuff like that. You guys definitely want to make sure you have all that in order. Um, I just got my prescriptions refilled Saturday, and that was a 3-month refill. So we'll see how far that gets me if we end up locked down. Um, your pets, definitely take care of your pets. Um, and like somebody asked before, about the chickens, because I mean, obviously, it's going to be hard where I'm at. I obviously can't grow enough grain and stuff, but chicken food, chicken feed. If it comes down to it, I'll turn them out. They can just free range. They'll come back. If they don't come back, say Yotes or something gets one of them, two of them. I mean, it is what it is, but I'm going to turn them out and, just as long as nothing harms them, I know they'll come back. That's not the issue. It's just all the cats around here and um, the coyotes. But like I said, as opposed to them starving to death, I'd much rather turn them out, let them free range all day and come back at night. And if I lose a couple, I lose a couple. Because at that point, I mean, I'll have roosters and, it's not like I'll have a shortage of chickens. Absolutely, Jeep Girl. I would say RSD. Like, I mean, I think we've talked about that before. Like, where you have to go get your pump filled. I'm pretty sure that will be an essential as far as the lockdown goes. I can't see a pain clinic being deemed non-essential. Um, so I think you'll be okay on that aspect. And obviously, the guy that delivers medicine, he'll be allowed out. I mean, that's essential. You'll still have me. I'll be essential. Still need to get brakes, tires, and eye exam. Been 2 weeks away from home now that we are going back, kicking preps into high gear. Absolutely, Grammy. Absolutely. Those are the things, a lot of, the big dollar, like brakes aren't too bad cost wise, but tires, man, I know Mama just had a new set put on her car and it was, I'm thinking $600. And that's just a little, I mean, she little bitty car. I mean, she drives a, what are they called? Not a Spark, but the other little bitty Chevys. Uh, I can't remember now. But anyway, um, yeah, it was $600. I can't even fathom what it's going to cost when I need tires for the H3. Now, Jim, don't talk like that. Folks like us may be among the first to go if it gets bad enough, but I'm ready to see paradise. I'll tell you what, brother, if it goes down like that and everything is absolutely SHTF and you make it to me, man, you got a place. Absolutely. You'll be my radio guy. All right, Southern Patriot. Good to see you, my friend. God bless you and yours, and stay safe out there, brother. Hey, Carrie Berry. Good to see you. Evelyn Roberts. See you, Papa. I have the info about the places that were attacked. I just don't know how to send it to you. There's a list of big corps and banks. Let me and Bear Wilkie know, and it's yours. Just if you could email it to me, that would be awesome. Just poppaprepper at Yahoo. I would appreciate that. Thank you very much. If you're still here, I'm kind of behind. Carrie Berry, good to see you. I think I already said that. I can't remember. Um, let's see here. I see. That's what I'm talking about. Jeep Girl ain't ready to give up. Thank you very much, Jeep Girl. Papa, I don't have a death wish, but if it comes, I'm ready. I feel you, man. I feel you. I want to meet Jesus. I want to go to heaven. I'm more than ready for paradise, but that don't mean I want to go today. You know what I mean? And I know that's. I mean, I'm not saying I can. You got a choice. You can go to heaven now, or peace. I'm out. But you know what I'm getting at. All right, Northern Girl. God bless you and yours. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you, and stay safe out there. You going to bed? Oh, you just saying hi? Huh? Oh, okay. I love you. Hey, Richard Christopher. Boy, you got in right on. Boy, it's 9:50. No, 8:59. I'm getting ready to shut this down. No, good to see you, brother. Even people who aren't fighters can still do logistics, food, help, etc. Absolutely. And City on a Hill, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Repent, Jesus is coming. He absolutely is, friend. You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. Um, I think it was Jerry. Was it Jerry Robbins that asked for me to do another video? But I will be. I will definitely do that. I might do that for premiere tomorrow. Another video about, you know, like we both do home health care, and the folks that it's harder for them to prep, and I can't guarantee you that I'll have that by tomorrow, but I definitely will be doing another one of those videos about handicapped folks, or just low income for that matter, or disabled folks, and prepping and how to get your house ready. I'll never get tired of talking about that because I've met so many amazing people throughout my life doing what I do. And it is just phenomenal, just mind blowing, the things that people are capable of that you would think couldn't be. And that's why nobody's useless. Even in SHTF, everybody has something they can do. Everybody can be prepared. Um, just like I always say, I'm as prepared as I'll ever be. Could I be more prepped, more prepared? Absolutely. We all could. But we know there comes a point when you've exhausted your spare money, or your overtime money, or however you're acquiring your preps. It comes a time when you've exhausted it, or yourself, you've become exhausted. Prepper exhaustion is a thing. It is. And it's not just a money exhaustion, it's a mental exhaustion. It is exhausting trying to stay on top of everything. Only one rule here is everyone contributes and everyone has a role/job. Absolutely. God's will be done. My aunt was a quadriplegic, knew more about most skills than most I know. She could walk you through anything. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm a broken, crippled shell of myself, and they will be reading my war crimes posthumous. Post. Yeah, and see, my back is all but broke. My knees are shot. So when it comes to, like, if you need a runner or you need, whatever, I'm not the guy, but I can fix almost anything. I can rig something up to make it work. It might not necessarily be right, but I can throw some stuff together. Um, but everybody's got a purpose. Everybody has jobs they can do. You just can't. If you get in the mindset that you're worthless and you ain't gonna have, then you're not gonna make it. Period. If you feel in your heart that you're completely worthless, there's nothing you can do, you just take up space, then yeah, you're not going to make it because you don't have the will to make it. You have to want to survive. But, all right, guys, it's after 9 o'clock. Mama's waiting up to talk to me. So, you don't see me anymore. That went badly. No, it's nothing bad. I'm just blowing smoke. But anyway, guys, until next time, God bless y'all. I love each and every one of you guys. Make sure everything's in order, because I really don't think it's going to be a month and a half tops. I firmly believe we'll be a lockdown again. And like I said, that don't just mean being scared to leave your house, because I know we're not. That means everything else that's going to be shut down around you, and there's no more prep. There's no more running to pick up your medicines. There's no more this and that. So, you guys, take care of yourselves and be ready, and take care of each other. Love you guys. Papa Prepper out. Oops.